What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KDZ here. We're trying to get this right. I just tried to hop on here, do a live stream, and it didn't work out too well. I didn't record the audio, so I did a lot of talking in 9 minutes, and none of it was captured. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna go back over that again. All I know is we're here now. It looks like it's working. Um, If you guys want to see more live market watches, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what cards you guys would like to see. Let's get into it. Well, what we're looking at right now is Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge. Um, a lot just happened this past weekend. There was our World Championship qualifier. We had a cashier take all top four spots. I'm not surprised that that is the best deck. As I was saying before, Castura, its ability for a Rise Heart to be able to just cut off the graveyard is extremely significant in this day and age in Yu-Gi-Oh because there's so many decks that rely on the graveyard to make things happen, and having that cut off just cuts makes gives Cashier a great matchup against a lot of decks out there. Um, so it makes them really strong. Like I was saying before, when I first tried to create this market watch, was that it would have been nice to see Cashier go up against Tier Elements, considering Tier Elements was this uber dominant strategy that relied on the graveyard, and Cashier was a complete counter to it. However, like I was saying, I'm outside right now, guys. If the audio sounds a little bit crazy, let me know. We'll see if we can work on it and whatnot. Um, I'm gonna try to bring you guys a couple market watches a day. One around 5 p.m. Central Time, another one around 10 p.m. Central Time. Going for about 20, 30 minutes. Um, I'm gonna want to shoot them outside. I like the environment out here. I need to get some citronella oil though, because these mosquitoes is they're just terrible. But regardless, like I was saying, back to Monsters Revenge. This doesn't really have too much to do with what happened over the weekend. There was 3,000 players at this YCS. I don't think since I've been back in the game since 2017, I don't think I've seen a YCS get that many people. On top of it being a World Championship qualifier, but 3,000 people, that is a lot. So it was a top 64, and out of the top 64, not too many of these cards actually, this being the newest set release, not too many of the cards actually ended up in the top 64. I think Assault Synchron was a part of a couple of decks. I'm not sure if Duality was even played. I didn't see any Sky Striker. I didn't go over the complete breakdown, but a lot of these cards, they were not there. There was a hero deck that actually made top 32, but I didn't watch his deck profile, so I'm not sure if he was running Armed Neos. I watched him beat a Runic Sprite for hire deck, which was thoroughly impressive, but he did not summon Armed Neos during that 2-0 victory, going second both times. So I'm not sure if that was a part of his deck profile. If it wasn't, that's another new card that was just not. So I'm not sure that was just another card that was just a new card that was just not used in the most recent YCS. But we'll see how things switch up once the new format starts after Worlds in August. Konami creates another ban list. They're going to try to probably get Cash Tier out of here so they can push new product. And some of these other cards they might take off from that. But right now these cards are priced pretty reasonable. I do not like the price of Rider Aramesir, especially considering it's not really seeing any play in tops. So for it to be a $14 card, I feel like that's a bit inflated. Um, Same thing with the Sky Striker Ace Azalea. Like for that to be a $15 card and we don't see any Sky Strikers topping, I feel like that's a bit inflated. The Assault Synchron, however, that was in a couple of top decks and it was around $5. Let me go ahead and click into that. It was around $5, and now looking at it, it says the cheapest is 766. Well, we got 13 copies here coming in at $6 from this seller who they have 882 sales. They're just not a gold star or a brick and mortar shop. But I mean, they got it at six bucks. But this card is pretty. It's a really good extender. It works with Sprite. It works in synchro variants, etc., etc. It's dark attribute, so you know all the run you can get from that. Still in it with dark, the dark charmer, etc., etc. It's a machine, so it can do some things. Um, but like I said, for it to be at the price it is, original to the set, I feel like now would be a pretty good time to pick it up. All it can really do is go up from here. I don't believe it's going to go any lower than $6. So now is definitely the best time to pick up Assault Synchron. Um, IP, if you don't have your IPs, get them now. This is the cheapest she's ever been and probably the cheapest she will ever be. Same thing for Water Enchantress. Like I said, I just don't like the fact that Rite of Armacyr is $14. Like these are cards that I was looking at picking up, but I'm not picking up Rite of Armacyr at $14. Like that's inflated out the yin yang. Like there's so many old ultimate rares for first edition near mint that you can go spend $14 on. I wouldn't spend $14 on Rite of Armacyr where it could really only go down from here. I just don't believe in that. Um, let's see what else we got. We're gonna go ahead and bump over to Wild Survivors. Yeah, like I said, guys, let me know what cards you guys would like to see. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do this twice a day. I'm gonna try to see if I could get some people to come on with me too. Some Team Sakis, some FOTPs, some TWMs. I would try to get the Market Watch God on here, but he's been banished to Valhalla for violating the Accords, the YouTube Accords. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get the Market Watch God on here anytime soon. If you guys know who MSK the Market Watch God is, you know. And if you do know, you probably know why he's been banished to Valhalla. But nevertheless, yeah, I try to get some more people on here, get some other opinions, you know what I'm saying? So you guys are not just hearing me and my one sided view of the market and of investments and of just finances in general. Looking at Wild Survivors, I think it's a pretty good set. We didn't see too much Vanquish Soul. I think maybe two of them made top 64, which is surprising considering it's so new. You would think more people would have tried to play it, get that surprise factor, that Rika Sun Avalon, Shock Face 3000 going for it, but I have a lot of deck profiles of first place locals and regionals of Vanquish Soul, but it didn't prove to be too powerful this past weekend. Um, I think given the Dino players, Soul Eating, Overraptor, Ultimate Conductor, Tyranno, Fossil Dig, and Xeno Meteorus as collector's rares was really, really cool by Konami. Oh, and Animador Orchestra. They really hit the nail on the head with those collector's rares. I got to give them some props for that. Fire Information Tinky, I guess. I mean, it's one of the best search cards we got in the game. It's a search card for any level 4 or lower Beast Warrior, I believe. Yeah, level 4 or lower Beast Warrior. So it's one of the best search cards we have in the game. Them making it an ultimate rare and collector's rare, I'm not surprised. Um, I, I would call this a hot take, but I don't think it's too much of a hot take. But I do believe that collector's rare is a higher rarity than ultimate rare. If you guys wanted to get my rarity breakdown, there's a couple different ways we can do it. One of the ways it kind of skews the ratios a little bit because it's like you look at it. We're gonna go here to advanced search, and then we'll go ahead and we'll select. I want to say let's go ahead and select Starlight Rare right here, and then we're gonna hit search. And now it's going to bring up all the Starlight Rares for that's ever been printed in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And we got 90. Now you come over here and you look at this rarity list. If you were to do max rarity by the amount of cards that are currently printed in each rarity, the highest rarity card we have is the 10,000 secret rare. Then it's the Ultra Pharaoh's rare, the Secret Pharaoh's rare, the quarter century secret rare, the platinum rare, which is not a divisive rarity among the community, but I feel like a lot of the community agrees that it's a rarity that doesn't look very good. Then the parallel rarity, and then we have ghost rare. So from this rarity list and from the amount of cards that are printed in each rarity, if you were to go by that, these cards would be highest rarity. 10,000 secret rare, ultra fails rare, secret fails rare, quarter century secret rare, platinum rare, parallel rare. But if you were to go from pull rate in a set, then it goes like starlight rare, tops. It goes, I believe, after starlight rare, it would go ghost rare, and then after ghost rare it would go, because a collector's rare is one in every 72 packs. A starlight rare is one in every like 500 packs, and a ghost rare is one in every like 288 packs. But like the new quarter century secret rare, I kind of don't want to include that in here because after this year is gone, I feel like the quarter century secret rare is going to be gone. So it's in a really unique spot because people are like, when they're comparing the quarter century secret rare to the starlight rare, they're still putting the starlight rare above it, which from pool rate, yes, one in every 500 packs starlight rare. Quarter century rares, we've been getting them at a much higher clip than that. Just to take Battle of Legends Monstrous Revenge for example, you're getting a quarter century rare and one in every 72 to 96 packs, and it's like that's at a much higher clip than 500. But the big but here in the room is the fact that after this year is gone, there's not going to be any more quarter century secret rares. So if you take that into a fact that it's a rarity that's only going to be out for 1 year, that can add some value to said rarity. But that's why I don't really want to include this in the scale. But when you keep going down. Our ultimate rares right now, they come out in OTS packs, and you don't get a one ultimate rare every 72 packs, which is the clip of a collector's rare. You get an ultimate rare, I would say like one every 20 packs. So it's three times as more. You're going to get three times as many ultimate rares as you would collector's rares. Hence, I have the collector's rare valued higher on the rarity scale than the ultimate rare as we stand here. And then after the ultimate rare, of course, it drops down to um, prismatic secret, regular secret rare, ultra rare, etc., etc. But yeah, there's a lot of rarities in here that I don't even want to include in the scale because they're just so few and far in between. 10,000 secret rare, that's only one card is only printed in that rarity. Ultra Ferals rare, that's only come out in one set, and they haven't made any news to be released in any other set. Well, two sets if you include those God cards from King's Court, but they haven't made any announcements as to include that rarity in any other sets. So it's kind of hard, and then of course the quarter century secret rare just for this year. So it's kind of hard to include those rarities in the rarity scale when they're not as profound or when they don't show up in as many different sets as these rarities that we're accustomed to. But I went off on a tangent there. We were on we were on Wild Survivors, and I'll just give you guys my rundown of the rarity collection, or if you will, the rarity scale, the rarity tier list. But yeah. So with that being said, you take Fire Formation Tenki, and you give me, why is that no point Foxy? What? You take Fire Formation Tenki, you see the ultimate rare right here. I'm not sure if that is a damaged listing that's down there for 69. That's like half the price of the market price right now. But if you take that into account, even though Fire Formation Tiki Ultimate Rare is from Astral Pack 3, which is extremely old, I still have to give the nod to the Fire Formation Tenki. Like I said, I feel like Konami created the collector's rares to make up for the mistake of the Ultimate Rares and OTS packs, because there's just crazy shenanigans going on with Ultimate Rares and OTS packs, because it's not a pack that anybody can go buy. There's supposed to be only one way that you can get these cards, and that's by going to your local OTS store, competing in a tournament, and trying to win. And then they will give you these packs for competing in the tournament, and then there you have your chance to pull this elusive ultimate rare. But because like a lot of backdoor or dark world dealings have been happening with these OTS packs and OTS tournament stores, like OTS tournament stores are not supposed to sell these cards, etc., etc. Because of that, it pits the OTS pack in a really weird conundrum. And I feel like to make up for people not being able to get their hands on ultimate rares, Konami was like, look, we're just going to go ahead and give you a rarity that's valued higher than the ultimate rare with these collector's rares. We're going to put a whole bunch of cards in these collector's rares at once, so you got a big list to choose from, and we'll give you guys a product that you can go buy and naturally try to pull these extra rarity cards. So that's where I feel like the collector's rare came from. I tip my hat to Konami for being able to do that. Because I do think like the dark world dealings that be happening with the ultimate rares is just it's a bit much. But um yeah, back to Wild Survivors. Um, going down here, the Vanquish Soul stuff is extremely expensive. Um, like I said, guys, I'm a proponent of if you're like when it comes to finances, like if your bills are not paid for, if you don't have money in savings, if you have any type of debt, don't buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Don't buy collectibles in general, guys. Like focus on those things. Those things are the things that are most important to your life that will pay off the longest. I know like buying one of these shiny pieces of cardboard might make you happy. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but that's something you should definitely focus on, because once you're able to do that, you'll be able to buy these cards and actually enjoy the fact that you're able to buy them. Like you can't enjoy buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards when your rent is due. Like you can't enjoy buying Pokemon cards when you got debt. Like you can't enjoy buying Magic cards when you have $0 in savings. Like you gotta try to get that stuff up, guys. But and from that perspective, that's what I look at. Like this Vanquish Soul stuff, I'm a proponent. I'm not gonna be spending no more than $10 on any individual card unless, like I talked about, those three financial things are in place. And then even that, those three financial things are in place. I'm still not spending $15 on a Stake Your Soul. I will play an older deck until this comes down in price. Um, and if I was to spend $15 on a card, I'd go back and look at like an old Ultimate Rare or something. Like, why would you spend $15 on an Ultra Rare when you know it's going to go down in value? Now, yes, there's a chance that these could go up. Like, say, Konami hits 3 or 4 of the best decks, and Vanquish Soul is now the best deck in the room come August or September. Then, yes, I could see everybody being meta sheeps running to this card. Like, oh, I got to play Vanquish Soul if I want to win in quotations. I can see them running to these cards and like Stake Your Soul having 10 listings on the market and being a $30 card. Yes, and you would have doubled your money. But it's like if you only bought a playset and you're using that playset to play, then you didn't double your money because you're holding on to the card because you're playing with it. So unless you're even if you're buying like 15, 20, 30 copies of the card, man, like I still feel like there's other options that you could try to invest in that will give you more long term value than these newer cards that are destined to get a reprint, or their fusion well no their future fusion destined to get a reprint and to tank in value. And it's just like we've seen it time and time again. Yeah, I just feel like you'll be throwing money away, especially like like I said, if you have those three financial things set up and you have the ability to invest in like dividend stocks. When you can invest in a dividend stock that's going to pay you, they're going to send where a company will send you a check in the mail every month to 3 months for owning a part of that company. Like, there's no Yu-Gi-Oh card that's ever going to do that for you. There's no Yu-Gi-Oh card that you're going to buy and then Konami is going to send you a check in the mail every month to 3 months. Like, for buying this Yu-Gi-Oh card, we got to give you some money. It's not happening. So like, there's just so many other things that you guys will want to get into if you're looking to invest in cards. But I mean, if this is like your favorite deck and you've been waiting on this deck, to drop, I'm still like skeptical in terms of like spending this type of money on it when there's so many other things that you can buy. Like I said, you can buy dividend stocks, have them pay you money, and then the money that you make from the dividends, you can turn around and you can buy these cards with. And it's like you didn't bought these cards off of passive income now, not off of hard earned income, and that's just a completely different scenario, body of work that you'll be dealing with. But I'll be rambling. But that's what I talked about, guys. About I was probably going to bring you guys two market watches a day because I'll be rambling. Um, I'm trying to think. How far are we in so far? Okay, we 20 minutes in, so I got about probably I'm gonna go for like 5 more minutes. But like I said, guys, I'm gonna be back up on here probably around like 10 o'clock tonight. Try to give you guys another 20 to 30 minute market watch. After I get the kids in bed, appease the wife, she let me come outside, try to make some stuff happen, hang out with you guys, talk some trading cards. Let's go over here to go to Pokemon. I haven't since like the end of the Sword and Shield era. I haven't really looked at into the Scarlet and Violet era. I'm a huge fan of Pokemon, especially of the games, and I feel like the Pokemon Company did us a disservice releasing Scarlet and Violet with the in the unpolished way that it was released. That's fairly disappointing. So I haven't bought it. I haven't bought Scarlet and Violet for that reason. Sword and Shield, I feel like, is a masterpiece of Pokemon games, and for them to drop Scarlet and Violet the way they did, um, I feel like it's a slap in the face to long time fans of the Pokemon series. But because of that, I haven't even looked at any of the Scarlet and Violet cards. Um, I did see on another market watch that they changed the rarity names. Like, they're giving you ultra rare and now illustration rare. Like, they took away the secret rare naming, and it looks like they took away the gold secret rare cards altogether. Um, yeah, it looks like they took away the gold secret rare cards altogether. I don't know why they would do that. I mean, I guess to just show the differentiation, to show the difference between Generation 9 and Generation 8. But those gold secret rare cards were magnificent. Isn't that what was it? That's what the collector said when motherfucking Gamora killed um, Thanos in the illusion. Magnificent. Those gold secret rares were. But I mean, I guess the only way they're going to keep them locked in the Sword and Shield era, which let me go ahead and see if I can find a Sword and Shield set. What is the prices looking like for a Sword and Silver Tempest is 140. That is actually MSRP. If you guys MSRP for a Pokemon booster box is $145. So anything under $145 for a Pokemon booster box is under MSRP. So it's actually cheaper than what it would be on the like if you were to go pick it up at like Target or Walmart if they actually sold booster boxes. But there's a huge difference between 140, what we got here in Silver Tempest, and 100, what we got for Scarlet and Violet. Like, that's way under MSRP. But yeah, guys, with that, I'm gonna sign off. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get back up on here later on, hang out with you guys, talk some more trading cards. Like I said, you guys want to see anything specific, drop a comment. Like I said, I haven't dropped a market watch since November of last year. That's when I had started, and like a lot of things changed. Like I got a MacBook now. I don't even have the Dell that I was using. The interface is the interface is different on Mac. Like freaking StreamYards doesn't even work on Safari. I had to get Google Chrome. Like there's been a lot of moving parts. I'm still getting the channel set up and whatnot, but I wanted to get to you guys and talk Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying? Try to build a community here because I love to talk Yu-Gi-Oh. I love to talk trading cards. But with that, guys, I'm signing off here. KDZ. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.